You know that look your dog gives you when you're munching on something yummy? The one that says, "Please, please, please, can I have some?" It's hard to resist those adorable eyes and wagging tails. And sometimes we think a little nibble won't hurt. But hold on a second, before you spoil your pooch with your food, you should know that some of it can be very bad for them. In fact, some of the things we love to eat can be downright deadly for our furry friends. Dogs have different digestive systems and metabolisms than we do, and they can't always tell what's good or bad for them. That's why we're here to tell you about some of the foods that you should never ever feed your dog. These are the hidden dangers in your kitchen that could harm your pup. Don't go anywhere, because you'll want to hear this. Let's get started with this vital guide. First up, macadamia nuts. They may be a delicious indulgence for us, but they're a big no-no for our pups. Why? Well, vets don't really know what makes them so toxic to dogs, but they do know that they can cause serious problems. Even a few nuts can trigger a nasty reaction, with symptoms like vomiting, hypothermia, and tremors. And it's not just the nuts themselves. Any food that has them, like cookies or cakes, can be just as dangerous. So, if you're enjoying these nuts, keep them far away from your furry friend. Next on the list, chocolate. We all love it, but our dogs shouldn't have it. Why? Because chocolate has theobromine, a chemical that's like caffeine, but much harder for dogs to break down. This can cause a toxic overload in their body. The darker the chocolate, the more theobromine it has. Even a tiny bit can make your dog restless, breathless, or even have seizures. And it gets worse if your dog is small or light. So, when you're enjoying a sweet treat, keep it away from your pup's nose and watch out for any crumbs or hidden stashes. Third on the list, avocados. They may be a creamy delight for us, but they're a nightmare for our pups. Why? Avocados have perin, a chemical that can make dogs struggle to breathe. But that's not the worst part. The pit is a huge hazard for curious dogs who might try to bite or swallow it. This can cause choking or stomach problems. So, when you're making an avocado salad, keep every piece, especially the pit, out of your dog's reach. 4 is xylitol. Sweet for you, sour for your pooch. You may think xylitol is a guilt-free way to enjoy some sweetness, but your dog won't thank you for it. This sugar substitute is hidden in many sugar-free products, from gum to candy to toothpaste. While it's harmless for humans, it can wreak havoc on your pup's pancreas and liver. Xylitol can make your dog's blood sugar plummet in minutes, causing symptoms like vomiting, staggering, or even seizures. And that's not the worst of it. Long-term exposure can lead to liver failure. So, before you toss that sugar-free treat to your furry friend, think twice and check the label. Better safe than sorry. 5 yeasts, a no-no for your dough-loving doggo. Attention, home bakers! You may love the smell of fresh bread, but your dog may love the taste of raw dough even more. And that's bad news for your canine companion. Raw yeast dough can turn into a toxic brew in your dog's stomach, releasing alcohol that can cause drunkenness and even death. Not to mention, the rising dough can make your dog's belly swell up like a balloon, leading to a twisted stomach that can cut off blood flow. Signs of trouble may include a big belly, drooling, and drowsiness. So keep that dough out of your dog's reach, or you may end up with a loaf of trouble. 6 raisins and grapes, a deadly duo for your dog. You may think raisins and grapes are a healthy treat for you, but for your dog, they can be a nightmare. No one knows what makes them so poisonous to dogs, but the results are clear. Even a few can make your dog's kidneys shut down. Signs of trouble may include throwing up, being tired, and being thirsty. Watch out for foods that have them, like fruit salads or baked goods, and keep them away from your dog's mouth. 7, a nasty surprise for your pup. You may love the smell of nutmeg, especially in those festive goodies, but your dog may not share your enthusiasm. Nutmeg has a dark side for our furry pals, as it contains myristicin, which can make your dog see things and have fits if they eat too much. Even a little bit can upset their stomach, so if you're making those holiday treats, make sure they and the spice jars are out of your dog's sniffing range. 8, a peachy problem for your pooch. You may love the taste of peaches, especially in the summer, but their pits are a big no-no for your dog. Not only can they choke on them, but they also have amygdalin, which turns into cyanide when eaten. While the fruit is usually fine for dogs to munch on, always throw away the pit and keep it out of their sight. And here's a fact. The seeds of an apple have the same compound, amygdalin, which becomes hydrogen cyanide when chewed or swallowed. That's right, the same cyanide you see in spy movies. 9, milk. An accident waiting to happen for your pup. You may remember giving your pup a sip of milk, but the truth is a bit more tricky. While puppies can digest lactose in milk, many grown-up dogs can't, making them lactose intolerant. This means that milk or dairy stuff in general can mess up their stomachs. Symptoms can vary, from loose stools to diarrhea, and even throwing up. If your dog gets a tummy ache after having milk or dairy snacks, it's better to avoid them. If you want to spoil them, try dog-friendly products that are lactose-free. We love our pets so much that we want to share all our food with them, but they can't handle some things like we can. Always be careful, and when you're not sure, ask your vet. The health of our furry friends is up to us.